Ordinance number 3 for public hearing, an ordinance of the Township of Belleville establishing an electric and/or gas aggregation program.
Motion open for public?
Second.
Motion made, second, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Cosarelli?
Yes.
DePena?
Yes.
Graziano?
Yes.
Robel?
Yes.
Strumelberg?
Yes.
Mayor Melham?
Yes. Mr. Antone?
Phyllis Frantantoni on Prospect Avenue. This ordinance that you want to pass, that I think I was here when somebody got up and spoke about it, about changing the whole town over to this supplier for gas and electric. Let me tell you, I kept getting calls to my house about things like this. And I had them come to my home and explain to us. And it wasn't good for us, but they kept calling and calling and calling. So what I did, I went in on a class action suit. I got a $175 settlement on the suit. My son-in-law didn't listen. He went into it. In the beginning, his bills were low. After a few months, his bills skyrocketed. It took him 4 or 5 months to get out of it. I think this is wrong. First of all, it's being done backwards. If you want to present this to the people, present it and give them the option if they want to opt in, not opt out. I don't think that this is a good thing, and I don't think that you should be telling me how I should run my home and what supplier I should use, and if I don't want them, I got to call and get out of it. So I think this is a bad deal, and I think it should be looked at and scrapped.
Thank you. Anybody else? Mr. Frantantoni?
Well, what my wife said, this, not only my son-in-law, but 2 of my customers and a friend of mine signed up. They got a small
What township
reduction.
was this in, Ben?
Huh?
What township do they live in?
Roseland, my son-in-law lives in Roseland, 2 in Belleville alone.
This is not that, this is not that program. But go ahead. You're
They
gonna-
signed up and they don't get it. So I know this is that aggregation, the gross aggregation thing, which I objected way back in 1999. This is part of the energy deregulation bill that my friend, former Assemblyman Paul D. Gaetano, foisted upon us. It was a phony thing back then. They made the public fall for it over freezing rates for 4 years. And as I got the bill, it's that thick, I still have 2 copies of it at home. After 4 years, then all these alternate energy sources can bid on it. And public service still has to provide the delivery and the lines and all this stuff. It doesn't work. The other thing people are getting duped into, the savings, and that they're selling them as a free installation, a low-cost installation. It's not working. This was just in the paper the other day. How solar gets
Ben,
thin.
that's not on the ordinance that we're talking about.
Well, it's with the electric.
We're not doing
What are
solar.
you aggregating?
We're not doing solar
Well, then,
installation. That's not the
school me,
ordinance today.
what is it about?
It's not the, it's a cooperative where the state actually anticipates and the state actually wants you to participate. Bloomfield saved $700,000. The resident, not Bloomfield, I'm sorry, the residents of Bloomfield have saved $700,000 in this program. You can definitely opt out day one, not a problem. And it
Opt
has
out
not
of
happened
what?
before in Belleville, so the example
What
you're giving
utility?
is not accurate.
What utilities?
It's-
Gas and electric?
Yeah. I think so.
You think so?
Just electric, I'm sorry.
Well, you're voting on, it. What is it?
Just electric.
Because
Just a lay.
in,
It's not happening today. We're just setting it up today.
well,
There will be public
in fact-
hearings, there'll be town hall meetings,
Yeah.
the public will be invited, we'll be going out to bid for it. There's a lot more steps to happen, it's not happening today. We're
This is just
setting it up
establishing
today.
a program.
that this isn't a big savings is not only my opinion, it's right here in your ordinance. Listen to the words in the ordinance. It's the likelihood of lower electric. Next paragraph, may likely receive a direct reduction in their electric and or gas bills. This is all hypothetical, and as this article says in the paper, New Jersey, we're paying a lot more. On the second page, people paying $20,000 or more with the federal tax credit to have a simple roof thing on there. Their payback, they'll never get paid back in 50 years. So please don't get involved in this. And the other thing, you've been awarding some engineer's contracts, which I publicly told you, you violated the pay-to-play law because you got campaign contributions. This firm, commercial utility consultants, just gave your campaign, Mayor, $500 in December, this past December. So we're seeing a pattern here. Big campaign contributions go into your campaign coffers, and all of a sudden they're all getting these big contracts from the town. It's not good. And I just want to, as an aside, Councilwoman DePena, you're new. The other 6 have public records. They've served in office, all right? Please, for your own name, if you want to keep your name clean, watch out when you're signing into some of these things. Because after 50 years, I've seen one politician after another go down, all these pie-in-the-sky things, and then we go. Now, we're already filing complaints. Over the years, 5 of my complaints to the Attorney General's office.
Vin, I don't think you're
were
speaking on the ordinance
meritorious.
anymore, so I'm going to ask you to wrap up.
Well, I'm asking you, this is not a good thing for the taxpayers. Please, let us decide what we want to do and who we want to negotiate with our gas and electric bills. Not you, on behalf of the entire township.
Thank you. Anybody else? Ryan?
Jeff Mattingly, 56 Walnut. Okay, this is an electric and natural gas aggregation program. If you vote affirmatively, a majority of this council, you're committing Belleville users of natural gas and electric to a particular program that you're choosing, not us, that we would have to then opt out of if we want to opt out?
No, you you're supposed to make the choice. We don't make the choice.
Well, what is an aggregation program, unless you're committing the town to a
If they want to
town-wide?
opt in, if you want to opt in, you opt in.
No.
No.
You're
Opt
in.
out. Opt in, opt out.
No,
You're
you're committing
automatically
us.
in.
You're committing us. You're making us responsible for opting out. Is that the case, or am I wrong?
It's allowing you to go to bid for a lower rate than TC&G.
You know what, we signed a third-party provider for our church.
This
We
is
got
not a
handed our
third-party
hats.
provider, you're not speaking. on the ordinance.
The point
Not a
is,
third-party provider. It's not
It
that
isn't?
program. It's not that program.
but we are committing us to a program that we have
We'll
yet to
also have the documents
understand.
for you to opt out.
So then we're required to opt out of something because you're
In
opting
less
us in.
time that you're standing here speaking, you can sign the paper to opt out, I guarantee you.
Well, why should I have to? Why should you commit me something that I'm going to be using personally, and I have a bill right now, and I can choose a third-party provider at any point in time?
Okay.
So then you are committing us. If you vote affirmatively for this, you're committing us to
If the
have
rate
to
is lower,
opt out
we
if
go
we
out to
wish
bid.
to.
Bloomfield
And then we have
saved
to vote on it again.
$700,000,
Wait.
the residents of Bloomfield. saved
You know what?
$700,000.
There's front-end loading and there's rear-end loading from these types of programs. You could find yourself having
Which
to
allows you
pay
to go out to
a
bid.
percentage of your savings.
Jeff, it doesn't commit you to, it commits you to coming out with a program and then going out to bid.
And if you don't want to be a part of it, you don't need to be a part of it.
Then I'll have to, you're requiring me then to not be a part of it by virtue of me having to opt out of it.
That's what you
We
choose.
require you to
So
be
what
part of
then
Verizon
like
and
what-
Comcast and everything else in Belleville. You can't
No,
get what
you
nobody
don't.
has.
You
for
know
cable.
what? No.
No.
Okay.
But I mean, basically, why should you do that for me? Why make a choice that I would make, researching, doing my own research, being sure who it is that I potentially could be front-end loaded or rear-end loaded in terms of your savings? Who knows exactly what it is? You can, easy to say 700,000, in Bloomfield tax ratables, but you're not necessarily, you don't know what you might have to pay, they might have to pay to get out. There's different parameters that I know I looked into it, and we found out in the end, it sounded very good. We got burnt. So please don't do this. Please don't do this. Don't make a decision for the whole town that we have to do anything that we're not doing right now. Leave it to us.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I just have a question. I'm a little lost here. Is this similar to, a lot of times I have people knocking on the door.
No.
That's nothing like that?
No.
But is it the same concept that they're trying to offer you a lower
It's a
rate?
group-
I don't know.
They're going to auction, so they're auctioning off.
Okay, so in other words, you're saying
It's a group co-op.
20,000 people are going to be in a
Which
program.
is
and
why we get a better rate, because everybody's included.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
just
that's
why
what I'm
there's an
getting a little
opt-out and
confused
not an
here.
opt-in. All right,
Are you going to have a public hearing on that?
Yes, we are. This is just setting up the
Because I-
program.
because I'm a
No
little lost
switches
there on
being
that.
flipped.
Okay.
Nobody's automatically in. You'll be invited to public hearings, be invited to town halls. You'll be invited to opt out from day one. Not a question about it. Not a question. We get a better rate the more people that are in, which is why it's an
I got
opt-in. Right.
somewhat of the idea now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Motion to close?
Make a motion to close and move to
Second.
final.
Motion made, second, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Cosarelli?
Yes.
DePena?
Yes.
Graziano?
Yes.
Rovell?
Yes.
Strumelberg?
Yes.
Mayor Melham?
Yes.